Hey guys, how's it going? Rubik's Master here, and I am coming at you with something I haven't done in a while. This is going to be a unit review. And, I guess not too long ago, in the scheme of how many videos I've made, I did a Striker review, but it feels like forever. So, did the Striker a while ago. Now we're going to be doing the Merkava. So, let's just jump right into this. On paper, the Merkava is just a continuation of the Rhino and the Abrams. It's going to have similar health scaling, damage scaling, all that stuff. It's just going to be significantly more. At least that's what it appears like on paper. So I have level 4 Merkavas and level 10 Abrams. So let's take a peek at the Abrams real quick to establish a baseline. So speed of 50, speed is going to be the same across the board. But what we really want to look at is range, capacity is 100. So range 185, capacity 100, DPS 240, health 39. But really it's 42 with my equipment, blah, blah, blah. But what we're looking at is 185, 100, 243, 39. Same capacity, slightly more range, same amount of speed, a lot more damage, especially for the level, and more health for the level, though still 1,000 less when factoring in equipment. Now, what we need to look at what separates Abrams from Merkavas is basically what separates the Abrams from the Rhinos, and why some people still use Rhinos even like way into when they should have maxed out Abrams. So when we look at the equipment, we do have the Mark 1 155mm cannon, which increases the damage. That's pretty cool. Now, what the Abram has is an equipment slot that boosts health. The Merkava, if I can exit out of this equipment area, whoops, didn't exit the equipment, exited everything, has a turbine engine. So similar upgrade as to the Rhino, which increases the total speed by a percentage, which, as you can see, one upgrade increased it by 1 speed. So if you can upgrade it 10 times, it's basically going to be the exact same speed as the Rhino, which maxes out at 60, which is pretty cool. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go and I'm going to get my little, I have a completely empty platoon. So we're going to put a Merkava, an Abram, and a Rhino in here, and we're going to press attack, and we're going to go after... Oh, hold on, guys. Bad preparation. Very bad preparation. What we're going to do as well, in addition to doing that, is we are going to put in a bunch of Zeuses. 7 of them to be exact, to help ward off any defending troops. But we're actually going to go into campaign mode, because campaign can be a little bit more predictable. Really what I want to show off, I've done several attacks with my Merkava, so I kind of know how they operate. I kind of want to show off their maneuverability versus an Abram. I have not compared their maneuverability versus a Rhino yet, so I'm kind of looking forward to how that's going to pan out. So real quick, let's just see how this campaign mission plays out. We deploy over here, we got AT mines. Nothing's really going to be able to hurt us too badly. That's going to come at us. So let's just attack. AI on, or select all, AI off, and let's just deploy all these units. Let's send out the Merkava. Very quickly takes care of those guys. Let's see what else we have coming at us, just in case we need to be ready. Nothing. We got nothing coming at us, so we can just do what we want here. Okay, so let's get all 3 of these dudes, if I can select them instead of fat fingering it. Oh, here we go. Let's get all these guys online. Take care of these threats. Okay, perfect. All these dudes are online. The ranges are slightly different, but not enough to really make a difference, you know? So, what we're going to do to showcase maneuverability is we have them all face that direction. I'm going to go behind, and I'm going to click a position directly behind them and see who turns around and gets to the position the fastest. Oh my goodness. The turn speed of the Merkava puts it an entire length ahead of the other two tanks. And even with the Rhino's increased speed, oh well, hold on, the Rhino had an equivalent speed. So let's try this again by selecting the Merkava, and I'm going to try tapping the Rhino very soon after and seeing if it will catch up. So the Merkava did get way ahead of the Rhino, but by the time the Merkava reaches the area, the Rhino's basically right on top of it. So the speed boost on the Rhino can't really be understated, though once the Merkava gets that same speed boost, it's going to be an unstoppable force with how quickly it turns. When I was doing attacks earlier, I was using Merkavas with Humvees, and the Merkavas had the exact same turn speed as the Humvees. So even though it's slower, having the turn speed increases, like, it means you don't have to pay quite so much attention to micromanaging your troops. Because if you have everything selected and you all of a sudden have to do a 90-degree turn with Abrams, your Abrams are going to lag significantly behind the Humvees. The Humvees could get into some enemy fire, and you could be screwed. But with the Merkavas, they're going to turn at the same rate and keep the same lead, especially when everything's adjusted to the speed of that Merkava. So, all in all, the Merkava isn't just a better Abram, it is far superior. It can get more speed, it can have the speed of a Rhino, it has more maneuverability than either the Rhino or the Abram, does way more damage. It's at, like, with my 4 or 3 Merkavas, or 2, however many Merkavas I had in my platoon at the time, they were dealing enough damage that they were actually helping. They weren't just absorbing damage so my Humvees didn't die. They were legitimately helping to destroy turrets and walls. They were dealing a large amount of damage. So that's pretty cool. I feel a lot more confident with Merkavas going forward to attack higher levels, especially having these Merkavas as we're going to be getting into more world map battles, and I'm probably going to be forced into attacking higher levels. I feel much more confident with Merkavas. Something else the Merkavas are going to help with is dodging howitzers and salvo turrets. Right now, since they're so slow, maybe not so much, but once the speed gets up there with the fast turning radius, it'll be a little bit easier to distract salvos and howitzers and not take quite as much damage, reducing overall repair costs and increasing the amount of DPS I can actually take into a battle. So really, I am super pleased with the Merkava. I'm glad that Kixeye didn't just make it, a better tank like they did going from the Rhino to the Abram. They made it much, much more. It gives you so much more you can do with tactics. So some of you guys that are a higher level, let me know what you guys think about the Merkava and how you use it differently than you would other tanks, if you do at all. Let me know your strategies, your platoon builds. Each tank, each new unit that comes out or that you gain access to alters your platoon build just a little bit. So let me know what you guys are doing with that. And also one last plug in case you haven't heard, though I'm pretty sure everybody's seen these videos that address this. You see my alliance, Rubik's Cubed. If you just want a laid-back alliance to chill out with us and do like weekend raids, come join Rubik's Cubed. It's open now, so you can, I have 50 members. I don't know if you can hear the crickets chirping in the background, but that's exactly how I feel. So guys, trying to click on members here. Okay, so I'm guessing level 3 is not a subscriber. I don't know why I'm discussing this on the video, but I am going to have to do some, you know, I'm going to have to do some cleaning up. But once I do some cleaning up, you guys feel free to join the alliance. Just wait for an open spot, guys. It'll come. Anyway, until then, y'all have an awesome day.